Good morning, Concord High School. I'm glad that we all had an opportunity this morning to watch this presentation on a closed-circuit television set. There are many guests in the room. There are 4 folks up here with me. To my right is Tom Horrigan and Tori Berube. And on my left, 2 very important people, the Commissioner of Education of the state of New Hampshire, Virginia Barry, and the Governor of New Hampshire, Maggie Hassan. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to the Governor.
Thank you, Principal. Thank you so much. Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you, Principal Connolly, for the introduction. Thank you to the New Hampshire Higher Education Assistance Foundation for helping us as we kick off the I Am College Bound week. To Concord High School faculty and staff and all of the students for welcoming us this morning, thank you. To all of the students who are watching, and to all of the students who are here today and thinking about applying to college or actually are going to hit that button to apply to college, congratulations. It's a really important step, not only to be applying, but for those of you who are just thinking about it or planning for it, it's a really important step forward too. Higher education is really critical to being able to climb the ladder of opportunity, which is the central way Americans and Granite Staters make progress and grow our economy. Building a stronger workforce is really incredibly important to our future as a state and as a country, and that's where higher education really comes in. Every business that I visit, and I visit with a ton of them around the state, talks to me about the importance of having a well-trained workforce for the 21st century. 21st century jobs often require more than a high school education. And in order for us to have businesses that grow and innovate and really thrive and build a stronger economy, we need everybody in New Hampshire to have the kind of skills that 21st century jobs demand. Your state government is working on this with you. We are doing everything we can to address the issue of holding the cost of higher education down. We have frozen the tuition at the university system. At our community college system, this fall tuition is 5% less than it was last fall. We've increased aid for scholarships too. And we're trying to make sure that our higher education system, whether it's community colleges or the university system, is really aligned with the needs of the business community. So businesses and the higher education system in New Hampshire are doing a lot of talking with each other about how we can best prepare our young people for 21st century jobs. And we're going to continue to work together to make higher education more affordable and more accessible. To all of the students who are watching today, adults say this all the time, but it's really true. You are our future. We need you to be engaged in every aspect of your education, in civic life, and in our economy. It's critical to us and to the future of our state and our country that you receive a really well-rounded education. You need to be strong in the so-called STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and math. But you also need to be well-grounded in humanities and arts, and you also need to participate in extracurricular activities. Because what I hear from employers is they need people with all those skills, but the ability to communicate and collaborate and the ability to understand the importance of teamwork is really critical in all of today's jobs. So I am very excited to be here today as you all prepare for your future. You are poised to help us really lead the way. The story of our country and the story of our state is about people coming in from the margins. Every generation works hard to include more and more people who haven't had opportunity in the past for any number of reasons. And that's where education comes in. It's a story of my family, it's a story of your friends and neighbors, people who engage in the education process, find that they're able then to have better jobs, to engage more in our civic society, become leaders in their own right, and that's what's made us thrive as a democracy. So I am so excited for all of the young people watching today, and I wanted to take this opportunity to read this proclamation, which proclaims November 2014, I Am Going to College Month. Whereas New Hampshire Higher Education Assistant Foundation Center for College Planning is promoting a statewide campaign to recognize that early academic and financial preparation is essential for college-bound students and their families. And whereas this month-long celebration is supported by the New Hampshire Department of Education, the New Hampshire College and University Council, the New Hampshire School Counselors Association, the Community College System of New Hampshire, the University System of New Hampshire, and other higher education and secondary school associations and partners. And whereas various outreach efforts have been created to educate students about the importance of post-secondary education and college planning for students of all ages. And whereas I'm Going to College Days will be held at local schools to promote post-secondary education and college planning to students of all ages. And whereas I'm Going to College Month will begin with a kickoff event at Armand DuPont School in Allenstown, New Hampshire, with programs for fifth graders and their parents to focus on inspiring students to concentrate on their studies. And whereas I'm Going to College Month is a great opportunity to ensure that we provide resources to create awareness of the importance of education, especially post-secondary education, and we support all students who aspire to follow their dreams. Now, therefore, I, Margaret Wood Hassan, Governor of the State of New Hampshire, do hereby proclaim November 2014 as I'm Going to College Month in the state of New Hampshire, and urge all residents to support planning for post-secondary education and encourage young people to pursue higher education. Thank you very much. And it is now, it's now my great pleasure to introduce our Commissioner of Education, Virginia Berry. Commissioner, good morning.
Thank you, Governor Hassan. Good morning. This is a really great morning because I think it really represents the incredible partnerships that go on in our state. New Hampshire is one of the few states where K through 12 and our higher education groups work very closely together to make sure that every one of our students has an opportunity to be successful. We're also one of the states where our governor has been very vocal about the importance of higher education for every student, and we should be very grateful for that. I want to thank Superintendent Rath for all of her commitment to public education, and also our Principal O'Connell, I'm sorry. Another Irish name, yes, right. And also Ed McKay, Dr. Ed McKay, who's been really terrific in helping the Department of Education to stay very, very focused on post-secondary education. With that, I'd like to introduce Tom Horgan. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good morning, and on behalf of New Hampshire's public and private higher education institutions, 2- and 4-year, I want to offer our congratulations and support to this important effort. Today, over 50 volunteers, including representatives from many of New Hampshire's campuses, will be helping students to submit college applications. And we want to add our voice of support to this important collaborative initiative. I am college bound and I applied. And I want to give a special recognition to the president of the NHHEAF network, Renee Druin, who's here. NHHEAF has coordinated all this work, and along with Tara Payne and with Tori, this would not have happened without their good support and leadership on this. The primary purpose of this effort is to help high school seniors navigate the complex college admission process and ensure that they apply to at least one post-secondary institution this week. During this month, high school students throughout the state of New Hampshire and the country will be able to seek advice and guidance on attaining a college degree through this concerted effort. As part of a national initiative, New Hampshire students will complete their college applications this year at 6 pilot high schools. And our hope is that in future years, all New Hampshire public high schools will participate in this important effort. This effort seeks to increase the number of students applying to college early in their senior year, with a focus on first-generation students, as well as students who may not otherwise have thought about applying to college. Increasing opportunities and access to higher education is a key part of New Hampshire's long-range future, and education beyond high school is becoming ever more important in today's competitive global world. Having highly skilled and well-educated citizens is vitally important to the future of New Hampshire, to our communities, and to our businesses, as well as to our state's economic and cultural prosperity. Congratulations to everyone, especially to Governor Hassan for her leadership on this important initiative. And we know there's been a lot of hard work and effort put into this. And I'm now pleased to introduce Tori Berube, State Coordinator for the College Application Week, and John Flower, a counselor here at Central High School.
Good morning. I think Mr. Flower is here. On behalf of Mr. Flower, thank you, Governor Hassan. Thank you, Commissioner Barry, Dr. Horgan, Dr. McKay. Mr. Horgan mentioned that this is being also held at 5 other institutions in the state. So tomorrow we will be at Somersworth High School. Wednesday we are at White Mountains Regional High School. We are at Keene High School also on Wednesday. On Thursday we are at Manchester Central High School, and on Friday we are at Newfound High School in Bristol. We are really excited about today. We thank you for coming, but it's time for us to get to work. So students, we'll see you in the Crimson Cafe. If you have questions about applying to college, come see us in the Crimson Cafe today to get started. And for those students who need to see us at 9:30, we'll see you there.